Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the X-Liefelds, issue number 1 from KeenSpot. Man, don't nobody in comic books know how to make a parody book like freaking KeenSpot. They will make fun of Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders in the same comic book. Meanwhile, just dressing down freaking Hillary Clinton. And I don't mean that way. I mean in the way that, the military, it's like, just insulting her. I don't want to imagine her without ew. Ew. Okay, so let's get talking about who made this book. We'll talk about this book in and of itself and exactly what it is. This is written and edited by Rob Pochak, art by Rob Nikolakakis, inks by Eric Kent for page 4 through 17 and page 19, colors by Michael Sanders, and letters by Mike Rosenweig. Okay, so I think it's funny how KeenSpot, this company that's always getting in trouble some way, somehow, they, what is it? The most recent thing was the Wonder Woman thing, right? I think it's funny how they're willing to use Ryan Reynolds' name, but Marvel isn't willing to use Ryan Reynolds' name, even in a Deadpool comic book. I think that's freaking hysterical. Are they going to get in trouble for it? No! But they don't have huge Disney execs to piss off who can tell them, hey, stop it, minus a cease and desist order. What this book does, and I know there's going to, I know there are people who love Rob Liefeld and people who hate Rob Liefeld. I don't hate anything that he does. I love how crazy the stuff is that he does, and that's in a positive vein. Here, I am just the way that I choose to read this, that I choose to accept this, is that they're actually celebrating Liefeld's style. He's got a style that is so unique that it is oftentimes imitated, never fully duplicated. This guy was so freaking successful with Major X, not just like the first issue or something like that. No, every issue that came out, he planned on 6 issues, and boom, 6 issues came out, and bam, they were a huge success. Issue 0, waiting for that to come out. That's also going to be a huge success. The Major X character, people, looking for the first appearance of that. Yeah, evident that Liefeld has a bit of a temper, but what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think that the problem is he has a hard time taking a joke, or specifically a joke that seems to be against him. I think that you have to have a pretty good self-deprecating humor in order to really get KeenSpot. Especially if you're the target, you're the brunt of the joke. Me, I don't care, man. I don't care. You could have, Professor, I don't know about doing Professor Bill, because that would definitely be taking my image, but, Dr. Bill, I don't know, something like that, going up against the Comicsgate crew. That could be fun. You could even have me getting beaten up, and I'd laugh my ass off about it, as long as it was done genuinely funny, I don't know, man. I just have one of those sense of humors. I'm cool with people cracking jokes on me. I'm cool with cracking jokes on myself. And I look at this, and I don't think that anybody should be upset over this. Fans, even if you are Rob Liefeld, I just don't see any reason for anybody to have a problem with this. I'm going to give you an example, because I don't have any images off of the book to show you. But, I mean, when you crack it open, first off, the characters like even Wolfsbane look sexy. Who the hell does that? Who's able to pull off stuff like that? You got this character that looks like Mr. Sinister. He's called Extra. I think that's freaking great. You've got the ridiculous violence that's in here. Love it. Here's my favorite scene right here. Here's the comic book. You got to turn this page this way. Now, if they really had Liefeld's imagery down, they'd have the whole page doing that. Look, I don't know that nobody else has ever done that before Liefeld, but I know that it's such a Liefeld thing that people have constantly tried to do that later on, and sometimes it's pretty successful, but I think that those of us who are in the know, we know you're just imitating off of Liefeld. Stealing it? No, you can't steal a style like that. It's not like a font that you can, wind up getting sued for, or copyright infringement. But look how often people turn the comic sideways to do a panel and things like that. And the stuff does look epic when they do that. When Liefeld does it, it looks epic. It looks great. all the crazy little things that are in here. Look. I just, you know what? No, this is good enough, actually. The poses that they do while in the middle, this is actually a pose while they're attacking. But sometimes the poses while they're getting ready to attack, like what's down here, that should have actually been bigger if it was a Liefeld. I mean, you can crack jokes on it all you want. I think that they genuinely recognize that this is a freaking, not hysterical, they're trying to make it hysterical. This is a great style. You know, whatever people are going to say, who is usually this long in the comic book industry, and people are still anxious to see him come back. But I mean, I'm imagining that's supposed to be a joke on Major X, I guess. I thought this was really good. I genuinely am. And personally, if I'm Liefeld, I'm honored that somebody decided to make a book about me like that. It seems more like a celebration than an insult, you know, but that's what parody is, you know, it's like a caricature. You make fun of, and you especially, you point out, you frame the thing that's most noticeable about somebody, whether it's good or bad. You try to make it funny. All right, and Liefeld, to me, Liefeld always reminds me of a really wild, out-of-this-world comic book that nobody else has the balls to actually do. And KeenSpot, you guys are Liefelds. Freaking awesome job. I enjoyed this. Anyway, guys, I'm done. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.